Hi guys! We wanted to share some of our summer with you since we were quiet for the whole summer and wanted to fill you in on what was going on and are we still here? Well, one of the main reasons why we wanted to move our family into a bus, be able to have the flexibility to travel, isn't just for the fun of traveling, but it's also our family's way of ministering and serving God. So this summer, we were able to spend the entire thing working at the Woods Camp. And we chose a Bible camp because the Bible camp ministry has just been very dear to our hearts for a really long time. My whole life, actually. Growing up, my dad was the maintenance manager at a couple of different Bible camps, and I lived right in the middle of everything that was going on at camp. Matt and I actually met at a Bible camp. His mom was the head cook for over 20 years, and I worked with his mom, he worked with my dad, and that's how we met. And so we knew that also at a Bible camp, there is so many different activities and jobs that there would be something for each one of our children. So we found the woods through some very dear friends of ours who were also volunteering there, and visited the camp, talked to the director, and they were able to take us on for the summer. And so we spent the summer at the Woods Bible Camp north of Milwaukee, and it was just a really great experience. All of our kids got to have different opportunities to worship and to work on their skills, to be able to work in their strengths and to build more strengths. So Matt has been developing many skills over the last several years that he really was able to use at camp this summer. One of the first projects they had him working on was making new tables for the dining room. That was one of the huge things that they needed. So he and the boys were able to build them, sand all the wood down, finish off the tops, and get these tables ready to go before the beginning of the camp season. We were actually there a couple weeks early so we could get started on some projects. The other thing he was able to do was help finish some projects that were previously started. There was a big pavilion, porch thing that he was able to finish putting the tin on the roof, finish trimming and framing some of that out. And he was also able to help with numerous other projects, from a new building construction that was going on that he was part of, the crew on, to putting in the drinking fountains, or like we like to say in Wisconsin, the bubblers, and just numerous different maintenance and fixing projects. Garrison, of course, was right alongside Matt, doing all the things that he could possibly help with. He was also just having the time of his life. He loved riding his bike around, getting to meet the staff, the campers, and anybody that would basically play a game with him or have a conversation with him. And it surprised me at the end of every week just how many people knew his name. So I got to help in a variety of different places. The main thing that I helped was part of registration and making sure that each of the campers coming in had money on their canteen account. Also helped with a variety of different things throughout the week as well. Rayanna got to be a counselor this summer, and she was just thrilled to be able to do that. And in many ways, it was a dream come true for her. She loves working with kids and getting to know them and relate to them and building relationships. So being a counselor was really great for her. And it was very challenging in some areas, and she grew a lot. And she's very excited to be able to perhaps have that opportunity again in the future. So one of Elisa's main jobs was in the dish room. She got to do dish rooms, she got to do bathrooms. She was in the craft building one week, and she also helped at Waterfront at the Buddy Board many times throughout the summer. Barrett got to be in the sound system, and that was his favorite thing for the summer. He got to work on the sound system. He was in chapel for every session, making sure he was there for the practices, making sure that the worship team had everything that they needed for the sound, and that it all came together very well and as professionally as possible during chapel. And he really learned a lot this summer and really loved that. He also got to do some dish room and bathrooms and waterfront. He spent a lot of time down at the lake helping campers with the boats. So Kaylin was not officially on staff this summer, but she was very good about seeing where there was a need and being able to step in and volunteer and ask if there were ways that she could help. So she spent some time working in the kitchen and getting to know all the cooks and the volunteers in the kitchen, and she helped in the dish room, she helped doing counters, she helped in the craft room a lot, and she even got to do some work at the buddy board. And she was also a very huge help to me in times with keeping an eye on Garrison, because he was all over the place. Yeah. So what was really very special to all of us in being at camp for the summer was at the end of the summer when all of the numbers came together, and it was a blessing to be part of the 50-some staff and more volunteers that were there for the summer. But the best part was there were 1,200 campers that came that summer, and 240 of those campers made a first-time decision to follow Christ. And that is just in many ways mind-blowing, and so very special that our family got to be a part of that. So thank you all for whoever was praying for us this summer. We really appreciate it. Keep praying for us, because we have some more decisions to make coming up here as to some of the other places that God would like us to serve. Our next stop is a missionary family where we'll be helping with the siding on their house. And so, but continue praying with us that God would lead us for the winter months to where He would have us to serve. And then even for next summer, will we be back at the woods or not? We are just very open to what God would have for us for the summer, and we want it to be His plans and not our plans. So if you would just pray with us about that God would be very clear in His leading and His guiding of our family. So thanks guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Leave us a comment. Let us know that you have watched this. Let us know that you're praying for us. Liking and subscribing especially really does help us out in our ministry as we are serving the Lord, hands-on with our skills, but also gaining, helping us get the word out about other people, how other people can serve the Lord with the skills that He has given them. And it doesn't have to be obviously something as big as moving your family into a bus and traveling the country. It can be as small as serving the Lord in the communities where you are, but using the skills that He has given you. So make sure and like and subscribe. And until next time, we'll see you later. Thanks for praying for us. Turtle, where'd you find him?
The road, the middle of the road.
Yeah. Oh, did he scratch you?
That's it.
Okay, flip him over.
He just put his leg out, Garrison.
There we go. Remember what kind of turtle? Heading straight for Dad. He's coming straight towards you. Straight towards you. Do you see him? Is he swimming in circles around you?
I don't know where he went now. He went right between my legs and stopped.